Welcome everyone to Doga Yoga. Today we're doing a beautiful, slow and stretchy yoga class. Come into seated on your heels, knees close together. Shut down the eyes, roll the shoulders back and focus on the rise and fall of your breath. Inhale, fill the belly, the ribs, the collarbones rise. And exhale, release. Place your hands in front of your knees and just tuck your toes under so the tops of your toes are on the ground, coming into a nice soles of the feet stretch. And sit back on your heels. Now you might have your hands in front of you, or you might be able to put all the weight in your heels. Finding that center, finding that peace and stillness with the breath. We'll all slide our hands forward now, untuck our toes, coming into tabletop. Couple of breaths here, just being. And when we're ready, drop our belly into cow and exhale to cat. Flow at your own pace here. Gaze high, belly drops in cow. And really tuck the navel to the spine, chin to chest, cat. Move and just feel and just be. Dropping the belly, opening up the chest, sending your gaze high. And then gaze to the navel once more, really ring it out. When you're ready, just start to freestyle a little here. So you might continue in your cat-cow, or you might roll the ribs in one way and then the other. Just move your body naturally. Find something that feels good and natural for you. Breathing here all the while, just really checking in, arriving, welcome. I'm so excited to have you on the mat. You can move forward and back, sending the hips towards the heels, crown of the head towards the earth. Just wriggle out any of the kinks. Your body is smart, it knows things. When we're ready, we're going to turn our fingers towards our knees, shoulder blades still roll down the back. Nice wrist stretch here. And if your fingers don't get all the way to the knees, that is okay. Just turn them out to the sides a little, just working your way. It's all about practicing in our yoga practice today. When you're ready, come back, face the fingers to the front of the mat. And if you'd want a little bit more chili, a little bit more spice, turn over onto the backs of your palms so your fingernails are pressing into the mat. Still keeping the shoulder blades down the back, the core is on. A really beautiful wrist stretch, especially if you've been working in an office, on your phone. You can take little circles if you like. You might lean back into the stretch a little more. And when we're ready, we'll all meet in our tabletop. Rest back onto our heels once more, interlace our fingers and give our wrists a bit of love. Wriggle them side to side, shake the hands out, give yourself a bit of a wriggle and a shake. Give them a bit of a flick. And come back into your tabletop position. Slide your hands forward, melt the heart forward into your puppy pose. Big breaths here, filling up the belly and letting go. Focus on getting your shoulder blades away from your ears. You're not tucking your shoulders up towards your ears. You're really creating lots of space in the upper body, opening up the heart. Still drawing your navel towards your spine. And just find a bit of stillness. Find a little bit of release. Take your time. When you're ready, super gently, my friends, come on up. Lift our left hand high to the sky and take a few circles. Go one way and then the other. Getting into our shoulders. And when we're ready, thread our left hand underneath our right armpit towards the right. Let our ear drop down and we can take that hand to the sky or we can wrap it around onto our thigh. Breathing here, thread the needle. Spine is still long, shoulders are away from the ears. When we're ready, place that right hand back down. If you had it off the ground, lift the left hand high to the sky and come back into our tabletop position. We're going to go the other side now. So lift our right hand high to the sky. Take your circles, my friend. Get into it. Feel the movement. And when you're ready, thread the needle on the other side. So your chin comes to your chest slightly. You might keep that hand on the ground or lift it high to the sky, or even see if you can wrap it around your back, gently grabbing the opposite thigh. A little bit of a challenge if you'd like to try the bind. Breathing here, neck is long. Slowing down. Observing what's going on. And when we're ready, reach high to the sky and come back into your tabletop position. We're gently going to make our way into child's pose, knees wide, hands pressed together and come to the back of our head, reverse prayer. Few breaths here as we release. When we're ready, send our fingers forward. Come on up, bring our knees together. We're going to come onto our toes. We're going to tuck our toes under and use our hands to help us balance on our tippy toes here. Bring our forehead towards our knees, really round out the spine, activate the core. And our hands might stay on the ground. We might be able to balance, bringing our hands to heart center. Nice strong legs, nice strong core, and we're all going to push on up, rise to the sky however we can. Big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. And hands back to heart center, walking towards the top of the mat. Big breath. And big breath. And 2 more. Inhale, up overhead, fingertips touch and down. 1 more. Reach. And bring all that good energy back to heart center. 1 more big arm circle, up overhead, fingertips touch and twist. Left fingers forward, right fingers back. Gaze towards the side or towards the back fingertips. Breathe. Come back to center and switch. Gaze towards the side of the room or the back fingers. Reach high to the sky and twist. 1 more. Reach high to the sky and twist. Savor that opening in the shoulders. Come on high. Reach for the sky. Fingertips touch. And take our feet a little bit wider than hip distance and sink the hips down into our yogic squat. So shoulder blades down the back, tailbone reaches towards the ground. You can stay here, hands might be on the ground. Or if you'd like, come into a twist, sending the left fingers down, right fingers high. Or see if you can wrap them or reach them behind the back into a bind if you'd like a little extra chilly. You can come to the other side, opening up. Option for the bind here. See if it feels good and natural for your shoulders. When you're ready, come back to center. Hands on the ground and the hips high to the sky. Heel toe, the feet into hip distance and let the head just really release. Just flowing with the breath. You might shake the head yes and no. Just really let the weight lift off your shoulders. When you're ready, step your right foot back 45 degrees. Simply just start to straighten that left leg. Gentle calf and hip stretch here. Crown of the head is still reaching towards the earth. Hands are on the ground or blocks. Just breathing into this opening, into this space. Step that right foot back, balance here, and then just step the left foot back. Not a big step, and just turn that foot out 45. Finding that opening, noticing the difference on that other side. Beautiful. Relaxing the upper carriage down, feet come back to hip distance and step the right foot to the outside of the left foot, so cross it behind. Balance evenly in the feet if you can. And a little extra, walk the right hands, or both hands to the right and then to the left. When you're ready, come back to center and switch to the other side, so left foot onto the outside of the right foot. You might wriggle the hands all the way over to the left for a bit of a deeper stretch. When you're ready, come back to center. Ground down the hands, really bend the knees and come back into your tabletop position. Take another little cat-cow. Just move and groove at your own pace. Really release before we come into a lunge. So pick that right foot up. Get it here how you can. Get it in front or in between your hands, ankle to knee alignment. Light on the fingertips, spine nice and long, hips nice and low. Back toes are tucked or untucked. So just really release here. And you can stay here, or you can, if you want a little bit extra spice, kick that back heel towards your glute and see if you can grab the toes with the right hand. Now we're going on, coming in to our half split. So send the hips back towards the heels. Lengthen the spine, straighten that front leg, flex the toes, and see if you can fold over that front leg. I know this feels all sorts of juicy in the hips and hamstrings. And when you're ready, sink the hips back and forward, coming into the lunge, making your way into your tabletop and back into your child's pose at your own pace. Your hands can be forward in extended child's pose, or you can wrap them all the way around the body into a full child's pose, just allowing yourself to release. When you're ready, we'll take the other side. So left foot in between the hands, sink the hips down. Weight light on your fingertips and the shoulder blades down the back. Gaze high to the sky. Breathing here. You can kick that back heel up if you'd like that little bit of extra chili. And we'll come all into our half split, sending the hips towards the heels. Forehead comes towards the toes. So we're not rounding out the spine here. We're almost sending our chin past our little toe. Drawing that left hip back. And when you're ready, make your way back into your lunge. Back into your tabletop. And oh, you've deserved it. Beautiful child's pose. Really relax and release. And your version. You might have the hands around the body. You might have them in reverse prayer. When you're ready, just send the legs behind you and just fully sink into the mat. Allow yourself to really release. And if you'd like a little bit extra today, kick the heels towards the glutes and see if you can grab the feet with your hands. Have the forehead tapping against the earth. You might stay here. This is a beautiful shoulder opening. Or if you'd like to come and play with your bow, press the hips into the earth, really squeeze the glutes and push your feet into your hands on your inhale. Rise on up. Flow with the breath here for a few plays before we allow ourselves to completely relax and release on the mat. You can stay on your tummy or come over onto your back into corpse pose, into Savasana, a place of deep relaxation, deep stillness and deep ease. Slow it down. Let it go. Drag yourself into the present, into the awareness of the body and the breath, the air on your skin, the light or moon on your face. And with a big sigh, just relax any last tension away. Now you can stay here for as long as you like, a moment, a minute, a day. I'll leave you in this beautiful place of stillness and ease. I'm so proud of you for stepping on the mat with me today. Namaste.